once again, welcome to Tech Gist with IJ, and today we are going to continue our series on tips from free from Pragmatic Developer by Andrew Hurst, and today we are going to continue with tip 31 that says you can't write perfect software. Wow, this 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 tip hits me so much. You can't write perfect software. I remember how many times I would keep on changing one line of code or trying to change one UI or one particular button, and I'll be like, it's not supposed to be like this. It's not, to me, it's not perfect. But when I read this book and I read this tip 31 that says you can't write perfect software, what I'm trying to understand is your software should be functional, your software should be durable, your software should last long, it should be seamless, it should be secure, it should be fast, but it can't be perfect. There is still going to be a loophole. There's still something going to be bad about your software. I remember the other day I was using WhatsApp and my network was a bit down, and when I went to my status, everything was looking so big, and I was like, wait, like WhatsApp should have done something to like optimize this feature so that if somebody's network is so bad or something like that, they shouldn't see it like this. Then I realized it can't be perfect. But once the network came back, in fact, when the network was just going a bit small, everything went back to how it was, very beautiful. So it shows that there's no perfect software. Everything out there. That's why we have API of 1,000 something and something on Microsoft, because they have things to change. That's why development and technology keep revolving, because there's nothing that can be perfect. So tip 32 say design with contrast. In this new place I'm working currently, I have learned to work to design with contrast, in the sense that design with urgency and design with what is needed. So you might be thinking, oh, this is going to be very, very good for this application. This is going to make this application scale up. But they are urgent. They are like other things are so urgent. So you can't, because of that, you're not picking up urgent stuff. You're just trying to like navigate and try to make something okay for you. It's standard, but you're not designing with contract, with respect to contract. So please design with contract. You don't want your code, you don't want to be saying, oh, it's working on local hours, it's not working on production. This is one of the reasons. Number tip 33 says, if it can happen, use assertion to ensure it won't. So if you know something is not supposed to break, at any means is not supposed to break, make sure you put assertion. Make sure there's an error handling for that particular statement that lets the user or lets the let the front end person that will use your API, or in fact let anybody that is coming to that page knows that okay, they have to pass this information. This thing cannot break. And make sure you are, when you're coding, code with diligence, code with be very, very intentional about your code, and be very, very careful, because recently I've learned what being careful and patient can go a long way. Because some days I just put some things, and when I'm like talking with my boss and it's like, why is this here? I can't even remember. I'm like, it's meant to. So if you know you coding and you can't explain to somebody else why you did something, then don't put it. Try to know what you're doing, try to understand, and if you're debugging with AI or you're debugging with Stack Overflow or you're using anything, make sure you understand what they are giving you. So if it can happen, use assertion to ensure it won't happen. Tip 34 says use exceptions for exceptional problems. There are some exceptions. You know, I love Alexa so much. Alexa have bad error code. They have a lot of exceptions for exceptional problems. So if you're writing a code in Alexa and the case is not probably stated, you're going to hear something like case clause error. So you're going to know, oh, this error is related to a case. Then if there is no function and you're calling the function and the function does not exist, you're going to say undefined function. That means it's trying to tell you that function you're using is not in your system. Then there is also bad boolean, then there's a bad arity when you're calling maybe your function, you're passing two arity and you're using just one. So all those exceptions are put in place to tell you that it's it is there for a reason. It is self-explanatory, and it's for you that you're writing the code to know. Oh, this is what broke. This is where this line of the code stopped working. So, in your own code, learn to be very very intentional about error handling. Learn to log your issue. Learn to log your error. In fact, log everything in the system so that when you are using a third party tool to observe your error, it will be easy for you to debug and it's easy for you to grow and scale up the application because you're able to know what's working and what's not working. So tip 35, and that will be the last tip for today. Say finish what you start. So I feel like all these tips are really hitting me today, especially this one. It says finish what you start, and for a while now I've been thinking about this this pragmatic programming tip I'm sharing, and I'm like, can I reach the, I think it's 85 or so, and I'm like, I'm in tip 35. Can I continue to do a five tips for each video on each, or for each season on each of the series? And it got me thinking that it is becoming stressful because I'm already very tired today. Like throughout today I've been on my system working, debugging, and I am really asking for help. If you know how to implement observability using Grafana Cloud and Elixir and Phoenix, please DM me. This guy is really in need of help. Please, I really really want to learn, and all the materials online, something is missing. So please, if you have implemented it before, or you know someone that has implemented it and you have the idea, please let me know. So please always finish what you start, because in that your journey there's a lot of lessons you have learned, there's a lot of people you have met, there's a lot of connection you have achieved during that journey. So finish what you started. In that project you're doing, finish it. Yeah, the project looks like it's no longer scalable, it looks like it's no longer the revamp it, recreate it, reinvent the wheel. You know, like there's already a wheel that is spinning. Try to see what you can put in the wheel to make it more fancy for you, but at the end of the day, finish what you started. So thank you all today. Let's build smarter, let's build wiser. Thank you. Subscribe, share to your family and friends. And my name still remains Ijoma, and this is Code with IJ.